First muscle we're going to look at is this deep muscle of mastication in the cheek. This is the masseter. Right here, it comes off the angle of the mouth. There's the masseter. Now we're going to move down into the chest. Here, we've got 4 muscles. This is pectoantebrachialis. Moving inferiorly, we've got pectoralis major. And then we see pectoralis minor. And the most inferior one here in the chest is the xiphi humerales. Pectoantebrachialis, pectoralis major, pectoralis minor, xiphi humerales. Now moving over here, what we see is this deep muscle. That's this cat's guns. There's his biceps brachii. Biceps brachii. All right, here's that line that divides the cat into anatomical left and anatomical right. It's not a muscle. It's a strip of fascia. This is called the linea alba. Here's the linea alba. On either side of it, we see the difference in tissue. This is dark, this is light. This light strip of muscle here, this is the rectus abdominis. This is the upright muscle of the abdomen. The other abdominal muscles are here, and they're all going to layer. So the outermost layer, that's the most superficial layer. This is the external oblique. We peel that back, and we see the internal oblique here. We peel that back, and we see the deepest abdominal muscle, transversus abdominis, here. All right, so then we're gonna keep going. We're gonna go down into the legs, and what we're gonna see is this muscle, superior but superficial, real wide. That's sartorius. And then this big wide inferior muscle is gracilis. There's the gracilis. So we see sartorius here, gracilis here. Now on the other side of the leg, what we did was we took those muscles off so we could see what's deep. And here's what we see that's deep. On the top of the leg, we're going to see our quadriceps muscles. This is vastus medialis. On this cat, it doesn't look very good. It's kind of torn up. There's vastus medialis. The one in the middle is rectus femoris, and then the lateral one is vastus lateralis, big old muscle. This is the one I was referring to as hot dog in the bun. So the bun would be vastus medialis, bun would be vastus lateralis, hot dog would be rectus femoris. Then the inferior aspect of the leg, we're going to see these muscles, and there's a series of 5 of these. Here's pectineus, this one. This is adductor longus. This is adductor femoris. This is semimembranosus. This is semitendinosus. Hang on, sorry. You guys, if you haven't put your cats away yet, don't. Leave them out for me. I need to use them. If you haven't put them away, leave them out. All right, I'm going to do that again. Pectineus, adductor longus, adductor femoris, semimembranosus, semitendinosus. Okay? All right. One other muscle on the front of the cat, and that's this one on the lower leg. That's tibialis anterior. Tibialis anterior. All right? All right, now we're going to flip this cat, and we're going to look at the muscles on the dorsal side. So I'm just going to flip it over here, and we're going to start at the top again. Way on the back of the cat's head, way up top here, we see the temporalis. This muscle on the back of the cat's head is temporalis. Now, moving down into the neck, we're going to see 3 muscles. This is the cat's trapezius, okay? This is the clavotrapezius that I'm lifting. This is acromiotrapezius, and this is spinotrapezius. So we've got clavo, acromio, spinotrapezius. Now, those prefixes are going to carry on over here into the shoulder with the deltoids. Clavodeltoid, acromiodeltoid, spinodeltoid. So we've got C-A-S trapezius, C-A-S deltoid. Now also on the back of the arm, we're going to see the triceps muscles. This is the triceps brachii, lateral head. Deep down here, we're going to see triceps brachii, medial head, down there. Here's triceps brachii, long head. So there's the 3 heads of the triceps brachii. Lateral head, medial head, long head. Now tucked in here, in between triceps brachii, lateral head, and clavodeltoid, we're going to see brachialis. That's what that is, brachialis. All right, now I'm going to flip it back like this again. We saw those traps, clavoid, acromial, spinotrapezius. Big muscle, just inferior here is latissimus dorsi. This whole big thing is latissimus dorsi, all that. It comes off of this white area here. And all this white stuff is the lumbodorsal fascia. It's not a muscle, it's a big piece of fascia, lumbodorsal fascia. And if you remember, we cut a window in that so that we could see this series of muscles that's deep. This is called the sacrospinalis here, or you could call it erector spinae. It's the same thing. Erector spinae, sacrospinalis. Here we see our gluteus muscles. This is our gluteus maximus that I'm lifting right now. I'm going to pull its legs like this so we can see that gap. Gluteus maximus is here. Gluteus medius is this one. So the gluteus maximus lies inferior but superficial. Gluteus medius lies superior but deep. Okay? And then we see this. This is called tensor fascia lata. It's not a muscle, it's a big, thick piece of fascia. It's real shiny. It's covering that vastus lateralis. That's tensor fascia lata. And just inferior to that is this huge muscle. This is the biggest muscle on the cat's body. This is the biceps femoris, this whole big thing that I'm struggling to pick up. That's the biceps femoris, big muscle. Okay. Now I cut a little bit of that away so we can see the calf muscle. And that's what we're seeing here. Here's the calf muscle, big, thick, meaty muscle. That's gastrocnemius. Here's gastrocnemius. Deep to that is soleus. So we're seeing gastrocnemius here. There's a cut in it. And then here's soleus. And on the front of the leg, we saw that tibialis anterior here. So here's gastrocnemius. Here's soleus, tibialis anterior. Now I want to go back up here because where we looked at the traps, we looked at clavotrapezius, acromiotrapezius, spinotrapezius, and what we did on this side of the cat is we cut that trapezius off. So I want to look at those deep muscles here. And what we're going to see here is this ribbon. This ribbon is called the levator scapulae ventralis here. Now there's going to be another muscle that's wide but deep to it, and I'm going to lift that up. Deep to it but wider. This is called splenius. So if I would move this levator scapulae ventralis aside, like so, we see splenius underneath it. So this is splenius, this is levator scapulae ventralis. Here's our scapula itself. If I rotate this animal's arm down into the anatomical position, we're better able to see the spine of the scapula here. The muscle that sits superior to the spine is the supraspinatus. The muscle that sits inferior to the spine of the scapula is the infraspinatus. And then if we take and adduct this cat's arms like this, if we pull them together, what we're going to see is this band of feathery muscles here. All this is rhomboideus. That is rhomboideus. That's it. Questions? Questions? Anybody? Okay.